Hi everyone, this is Cassandra, or you might know me as Lucid Empyrean. I wanted to do a weekly card drawing. I decided to do a weekly one because apparently I can't stop talking, so I feel like it's a long time every single day to sit through like a 10-minute, 15-minute video. So I'm just going to do a weekly one. So these cards will kind of be like beginning of the week, middle of the week, end of the week for May 9th to May 15th. So yeah, it's a beautiful day in Portland. I spent all day out on the river yesterday and really burnt. So I'm trying to consume as much water as I can right now. So yeah, I hope you all had a wonderful weekend as well. I'm pulling from the Angel Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. So yeah, let's see what we have for the week. This one is Nine of Water. It's all about wishes coming true, concerns fading away, just a love for life. And you can see in the picture there's a mermaid and there's lots of like cups in the water, and they're filled with wonderful treasures, and she's just happy to be there, to be going with the flow. That's something that keeps popping up, is going with the flow instead of manifesting things in a way that might ruin the flow or might go against the flow, because it's totally possible to do that. So try and manifest things for your highest good instead of like specific items or specific things. And then I pulled Five of Fire, competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. So this is an interesting card. This could be, you could be competing for yourself, you could be competing with someone else. I think this is really saying to focus our energies. If you have a few things that you want to be doing right now, a couple different endeavors, I think it's really important to focus your energy on just one of them. Or also really dig deep down. Is what you're doing outwardly conflicting what you really want on the inside? Because not all the time do we do things that are in line with our soul outwardly, because other people's opinions, our own opinions, whatever it may be, a lot of the times it doesn't, it's not the same, it's not in line with each other. So it's pretty important to kind of sit and evaluate and determine if those two things are in line. If what's going on inside and what you truly want inside for your soul and who you are, is that being projected outwardly? Are your goals and what you're aspiring to and what you're working towards, is that in line with what's going on inside? And the last card, it's all about releasing Archangel Azrael. He's connected with Capricorn sign. That's my sign, my sun sign. But so he deals with transition, change. Like he, I don't want to say an angel of death, but he definitely deals with that realm. So this this card is all about transition time. some sort of aspect of your life might be like dying, and it might be time to move on. So really kind of be aware this week, you know, be aware of what's going on inside and what's going on outside. Is what's going on outside, do you need to get rid of that so that you can start projecting things that are actually going on inside into your outer world? Because is that holding you back? Yeah, I'm just seeing and getting a lot of like external kind of chaos, conflict, which isn't surprising because Mercury is in retrograde. Mercury is all about communication. So when it goes in this like weird retrograde phase, things can get a little bit chaotic if you don't take the time to like dig within, because it's all about, it's a really great time actually for like individual like reevaluation, writing, being creative, just like really introverted things is really great in this time, and you can actually get really far and learn a lot about yourself during this short amount of time if you allow yourself to. But when but if you don't do that, stuff gets really chaotic outwardly. There's lots of miscommunication between people. Even like the energy just gets really weird. So there's just miscommunication all over. Even like your text messages won't go through. Just weird little coincidences like that is really going on right now. And so yeah, be aware of that because it's going to be for a little bit longer too. So take this time to really look within, and you know, like I was saying before, is what you really want within. Is that what you're doing outwardly? You know, maybe you need this time to look it over and to see if these two things are matching, which can be really hard sometimes because you really have to look deep and personally into yourself. But it's also really extremely rewarding. So you take the time to do this, the universe will reward you. And once you start getting things in line with what's going on inside compared to what you're doing and projecting outside, that's when magical things will happen. So yeah, it's kind of what we got going on for this week. Makes a lot of sense for me. I kind of wanted to pull a couple of the angel romance cards, just because that's been a theme in my week or two, has been love life. So figured if it's going on with me, it must be going on with you too. If you're watching this, you need to see this. So because you know, we all pull in the energy that we need, so I'm only pulling in people that need to see what I'm pulling, and other people will be attracted to other readers because that's the energy that they resonate with, and they need to hear what they have to say. So whoever this is for, apparently you need to see this, and so do I. This card says, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And it's this unicorn that's all caged up in this like beautiful land. And he's a beautiful unicorn, but he's definitely caged in. And so I think that one really speaks for itself on a lot of different levels, not just romantically, but take a step back and really look at the situation as a whole, or yourself. Like, this doesn't necessarily have to be with your relationships, it can be with yourself too. But are you in a box? Are you putting yourself in a cage? Are you, like, you're a beautiful unicorn. You should be frolicking around in that beautiful magical land. There's no need for you to be locked up. So really look at the situation from like an outside perspective and really see it, because like once you're in the cage, it might not be that bad, or you might not think it's that bad, think you're in a cage. It might be so big you can't really see the cage, but it's definitely there. So take a step back and really look at the situation as a whole. And for me, this card has popped up a few times, asking to pay attention to red flags, because they're cautioning you. So, it's important not to overanalyze, but also important to be aware. So, is there a common theme that keeps popping up? Is there a certain thought that keeps popping up in your head? Especially if you're like in a meditative state or just a really like neutral state of mind. Because obviously they're a warning of some sort. So when we pay attention to these things and we're aware of them, that's when we can like shift the energy or do what we need to do to fix things. Like this is just the energy of right now. This is us right now. So if we shift our energy, then things might change. So this isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just more about us being aware. Like I said, be aware of the cage, possibly, that you might be in. Just be aware. I'm going to pull one more. And then also about being aware, this one is all about clearly making a decision on what you want so that it can come to you. So like I said before, thoughts are manifesting so fast right now. So it's really important, if you don't really know what you want out of yourself, out of a relationship, out of whatever it is, it's really important that you decide what you want, because you don't want to be wishy-washy and then you're going to get wishy-washy results and then you're still not even going to know if it's right, if that's what you want to be doing. So yeah, make some good decisions for yourself. Important not to manifest, like don't push the manifesting, like don't push it more than the flow, but also you need to be clear on what you want so the universe can provide you in the highest good of what you need. And then 3 animals to look out for this week. See what they are. Ooh, coyote keeps following me everywhere. I saw him everywhere yesterday. Oh my gosh, it's a trickster energy. So it might be really cute and really fun, but he will flip things, I promise you. So if things are possibly going like really, really bad for you right now, you just think it's terrible, you just can't believe all these things are happening, in a little bit, Coyote's funny like that. He will just flip them just like that. What you thought was the worst thing that could have happened ends up being the best thing that could have ever happened, and what you thought you were supposed to be doing and what you thought was really, really great and awesome can actually flip around and turn out not to be that way at all, which can always lead you to a different path. His teaching is not wrong, it's just really harsh, and sometimes personally it does freak me out because I don't know, because I know that it's a sign that things aren't always like the way they seem to be. So yeah, once again, I'm being aware. So coyotes around, Mercury in retrograde. There's a lot of crazy energy right now. So hold tight this week, honestly. Like, you're not alone. This is not just happening to you. It's happening to everyone. It's just like the energy that's going around. So keep an eye out for that little guy. So, and what it says on here, it's just saying, you know, accept your follies and find the teaching in them. So, like I said, when you think things are really bad, they're not that bad. There's actually some really great teachings or really great paths for you to go down. But yeah, things aren't always the way that they seem. And beloved Black Panther, all about following your passion. Really beautiful. Yeah, so whatever's going on inside, that passion, that fire, that spark, whatever, have faith in that, follow that, be aware of it. What makes you passionate? What do you like doing? What resonates with your soul? What doesn't? Super important to be asking these questions, especially during this time, really introverted time right now. And then the last one is Boar. All about facing your problems head on, doing it with confidence and courage, and you will surely emerge victoriously. But if you don't have that confidence in you, that's when things start to fall apart. That's something I've been thinking about because I'm trying to do my own sort of spiritual endeavors, and sometimes I get really down on myself and I don't think I'm as good as I am. I'm not as good of a reader as I really am, and that really messes with your head, and that actually brings down your work. It makes it way worse. It's kind of like the whole fake it till you make it thing, really important. It sounds like that's not legit, but it actually is. Because once you start feeling that, it's like the whole fake it thing, so you're pretending to be in a certain vibration that you really don't think that you are, but once you start holding that vibration and actually realizing that you can hold that vibration and that it's benefiting you, then you start, you don't have to consciously think about it, you just are holding that vibration, so it reflects out into your work. Confidence really shows. It's really important. So don't get down on yourself. I know the last weekend it was all about kind of standing your ground amongst all the like negative chatter, like whether it was you or people you know or whatever. Just super important to stay positive and confident in yourself. So yeah, those are the cards for this week. If you want personal readings at all, I would love to help you out. You'd be helping me out too in lots of different ways. You can find me on Facebook, Lucid Empyrean, on Tumblr. You can email me, lucidempyrean@hotmail.com. Pretty able to get a hold of. So, yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you soon.